The main reason why I like writing about other people and making videos is that they offer a new perspective on life. It amazes me how the world is one, but each person has their interpretation of it. I'm not gonna sit here and judge, as I have come to realize that perfection is not something that is definite, and so we're all a form of perfection. This episode is dedicated to Tyler and Todd. The YouTubers have given me a new perspective on life. They left their high-paying jobs and a good life to go back to the basics and take on projects and build their own home from the ground up. They started their life in a 1996 RV, which was turned into a caravan. But living in a cramped up space is not a good idea, so they took up a new project, a new challenge. They shuffled through home ideas to build a dream home in Nova Scotia. They found a home in nowhere, and it became them now here. But the road wasn't easy. They were stripping themselves of all the privileges they had. The privileges one gets in a metro city. Even the basic needs were a challenge. Food and shelter were a major concern, and the pandemic had inflated their expenses. They settled for a geodesic dome. Even if you live in a castle or $1 million mansion, if you don't have the right person beside you, you're only living in a mansion or a castle. But if you have the right person, then anywhere is home. They built a geodesic home all by themselves and started a homestead for food. With love and care, their bond grew stronger, and with love and care, everything grew. Now that they have finally made it into their home, it's been a long journey, but it's also been a beautiful one. They went into a place where no one lived and built a home there. But after the home was built, they faced three main issues: water, power, food. These are the things we take for granted, but at that point, it was a luxury for them. So they got the drawing board and started planning. Food was the first thing they had to take care of, and so they built a fence around the premises to keep wild animals away from their vegetation. The fences soon became beautiful, with vines growing through them, and the land was so generous, they were very successful. They grew stuff like cherry tomatoes, peppers, and all the veggies that were expensive in Nova Scotia. The yield was so massive that they had to take up a new project and preserve it. They filled in all of their stock and kept them in the inventory, and they're still benefiting from it. But then the second issue, water, was a huge problem. They were filling 5 gallons of water from a spring 10 minutes away from their home, and they had to run at least 2 times a day as they had to water their homestead, which had hundreds of pounds of food growing. So they dug the ground, and luckily they hit their jackpot. They found a water source that gives them 4.5 gallons of water per minute, which is more than enough for them. But the issue was they had to get it out of the ground, and everyone said it was impossible. The couple tried to modify a motor, and it worked. They did it. Now that they had water, they created an outdoor shower. But then there was a new issue. The water wasn't clean enough. So Tyler went on YouTube to find a solution because money did solve the problem, but they said it cost $8 grand. Well, Tyler did it for free, and this shows how self-reliant they are. Their home was a project that came with a lot of mini projects, and they did it beautifully. Their patience and maturity are what make them invincible. They even found a way to take care of the waste. They even have perfect waste management system, and their home is perfect in every way you see it. Now, power was the third issue, and so they went on to incorporate solar. Their RV is a beast that runs on solar, and when they travel again, they won't have any issue with energy. Their geodesic home is surrounded by solar panels, which will supply them with power 24/7. This project took a long time, but they did it perfectly. They're perfect for each other, and we like to wish them prosperity in all of their future endeavors. So, that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We leave a link to their channel. Make sure to check them out and subscribe to them. And if you're new here, subscribe to us as well, and don't forget the bell. Until next time.